is up, guys? It's your Fart Nugget back at it again. We're going to do a tier list of all the Mortal Kombat movies to celebrate the new one coming out now. Honestly, I'm not a big fan of Mortal Kombat. I haven't played all the games except the one with fucking Batman in it. I don't have a shelf of a fuck ton of Mortal Kombat figures. Some of them worth like over $100. Like to my left right now, I don't have all that.
We're talking with Batman in it because there were two of them, but I think one of them was called Injustice for some reason.
Yeah, I'm talking about Mortal Kombat versus DC, you fucking idiot.
Sorry.
So we're gonna rank all the Mortal Kombat movies. Let's take a look at the tiers. We got ass, we got whack, but fun. We got mid, we got good, and we got 3, 2, 1. Mortal Kombat! That's the top one. I was gonna call it Flawless Victory. Shut the fuck up! Shut the fuck up! Okay, so basically, and that's not a joke. That actually just happened. Okay, so basically, I was gonna put Flawless Victory as the top tier, but none of these movies are perfect. Okay, what a Mortal Kombat movie's gotta be hype induced. It's gotta make you run to the fucking streets and scream Mortal Kombat like that fucking kid from the '90s commercial did. So let's get into it. Mortal Kombat 1995. Where do you think it's gonna go? Say it with me. Mortal Kombat! Come on, this is the best Mortal Kombat movie. I mean, arguably. I don't think anything will ever top it. This movie walked so that Jesus Christ could run pretty much. Like, it's fucking fire, okay? It is peak cinema. It's awesome. The fights are awesome. The casting's great. Oh, Raiden's not played by an Asian guy, and it's still the best Raiden. Who gives a fuck? At least he does something in the movie.
The thing with this movie is that there was a lot of reluctance to say it was
You might have to speak up.
This is actually the best video game movie in like 2021 when they made like the newer one, but then like the newer one came out and the reaction like kind of soured over time, and I feel like people started to like the 95 one more.
Just because 95 one's the best. I haven't seen a video game movie better than it, honestly.
Easily.
They might have topped it. I just haven't seen
it.
One.
Street Fighter came out 1 year prior, and that one was stinky.
Street Fighter fucking sucks. I can't believe there's people who think they're on par with each other. This movie was so good that they built. There's a cockroach on our wall.
Yeah, there is a cockroach on our wall.
Hey, guess what? You keep talking about how it made the lore for the games.
It made the lore for
Guess
the
what?
games,
Fuck.
like Sony and Sony and Johnny Cage's love thing. I think was made from the movie, and they incorporated into the games, and they still kind of do it nowadays.
Well, yeah, they have a kid together.
Kano, I didn't know. That's apparently he's supposed to be doing like a British accent, but it sounds more Australian, and they actually made it Australian in the games as well.
But yeah,
over time they kind of made Shang Tsung look a bit more like Kira Tagawa. Like even before like Mortal Kombat 11, like in Deadly Alliance, it kind of looked like they were trying to make him look like how he did.
I don't know how well this picks up. You might have to speak louder. That's all I'm saying. Or pull
closer.
Your chair up.
Yeah.
But yeah, you are right. They took like a lot of shit from this movie. Because Mortal Kombat were just two arcade games.
It's like the only
at the time.
It's like the only video game movie. Like even today, I think like the games actually like borrow shit from them.
I can't name another one.
Yeah, Street Fighter didn't do it.
No shit, I wouldn't have.
Well, Angry Birds, yeah, for like 1 week.
Yeah, Angry Birds movie apparently is a chud-coded movie with references to being anti-immigration.
Sean Penn is in the first one.
Okay, but that doesn't change anything.
He's a huge liberal.
I'm not gonna go into it, but I kind of believe it. Okay, anyway, I mean, you think he's smart enough to realize that?
No.
Obviously not. Alright, Mortal Kombat Annihilation. Now, before we rank this movie, the first one I put in Mortal Kombat because it's fucking obvious. Obviously, everybody glazed the movie. Everybody sees the movie and starts sucking on it. I mean, it's a good movie. It just is. Yeah. If you don't like this movie, you probably don't like blowjobs or cheesecake or anything fun or good.
You probably like to step on puppies.
Yeah, you probably like to kick puppies and step on little babies. You like to press in on the soft part of their skull. I kind of see the appeal there, but that's not a good thing. So, yeah, so obviously you got to put in the top tier. But the rest of these we're talking about before we rank them. Mortal Kombat Annihilation. Now, this movie's a fucking disaster. I love it, but it's a fucking disaster. Is there like a redeeming quality about it? Is there like one?
It's fun to watch.
Well, I mean, all of these are, in my opinion. Yeah. I'm going to spoil it. I don't know if I'm going to put any of them in ass. I'll see if you push back at all, because it's going to be a joint effort, but I'm kind of by it. I think you put on any of these Mortal Kombat things, like, Mortal Kombat hasn't really had a terrible adaptation, in my opinion.
Yeah.
They're all, like, passable. I think the worst, and I'm not saying, like, quality. I'm talking, like, poorly adapted might be the 2021 movie, because it changes a lot about the story.
Yeah.
But the rest of them are pretty good. Like, even the shitty ones, like, they still are like, follow the games to an extent. Dude. Mortal Kombat Annihilation is very interesting because they make Shao Kahn and Raiden brothers, and they make their dad Shinnok, which is already a problem. But Shinnok's also just a dude in a robe. They like ran out of money when they made him or something. They spent all the time on Quan Chi so they could not put him in the movie. Like they did all the makeup and shit on him. He ain't even in the movie. And Mortal Kombat Annihilation, like the special effects are, they're so fucking great. Yeah. Like they're atrocious. They look like shit, but they're amazing. Okay, the part where Liu Kang and Shao Kahn turn into big ass dragons and fight each other. When I was a kid, I laughed my ass off when Shao Kahn's head extends.
You can't not watch. I'm certain that fucking that one part of the movie could like cure depression.
I think so. If I was about to kill myself, I just pulled that shit up on YouTube.com and it's like, not yet. I still got time. But I think my biggest gripe with this movie is that it's really, obviously it's a shit movie, but my biggest serious gripe, like that impedes my own enjoyment, is why does Shao Kahn have daddy issues?
And why does he take the helmet off?
And why does he not wear the helmet for like any time in the movie?
And like in the film, like he's like
he's not intimidating as a bald guy. He's not, especially when he's complaining about his father.
And he's like around the size of everybody else. Like Shao Kahn's supposed to be giant.
Yeah, Shao Kahn's fucking huge in the games. I don't know if you know this, but Shao Kahn is gotta be one of the most bullshit bosses in existence. He is bullshit in every game he's in, which he's a boss in. Like the ones where he's playable, he's all right because he's a playable character. But all the games he's the final boss of. Fuck that guy! I hate him in every single one.
It's weird because I hear that Shao Kahn's actor was like on Buffy where he played like bigger characters and like they did like camera tricks and shit to try to make him look bigger.
Well, they couldn't do that because this movie sucks.
Yeah, it makes me wonder like how come they couldn't have done that with this movie?
But here's the thing, I'm tempted to put in ass because if I'm looking at all these, it is probably the worst thing on this list. I would say. I don't think Mortal Kombat, even the games, they have never come to the low of Annihilation since Annihilation. Maybe some of the shitty Game Boy ports might have, but honestly, I'm going to put it in whack but fun. Do you have any disagreement?
Nah, I'd put it in whack but fun.
Mortal Kombat Conquest. This is we're doing the movies. We're also doing the shows just because there's like 3 of them, so why not?
Yeah, and there's not a lot of media.
And only one of the shows got picked up for a second season.
Yeah, which is horseshit.
Hey,
frankly.
Notice how I have season 1 and 2 of Legacy separate? There's a reason. Because they're very different. So, what we're going to do here, Mortal Kombat Conquest. This show, if you don't know about it, it follows the Great Kung Lao. It's a prequel to Mortal Kombat, but it takes place in the same universe as the original one. Now, this show gets clowned on all the time. It's goofy as fuck. It's like some Power Rangers shit. But it's weird because it's goofy like a kid show, but it's like some soft core shit. There's all kinds of women wearing like pretty much nothing in it. And there's like implied rape all over the show. Like I swear to God, like in like at least 5 different episodes, there's like a rapist in it. I'm serious. Like I'm serious. Shang Tsung does some raping.
Yeah.
He's like implied to. The king guy from the first episode, the Baron, he does some raping. I'm sure Quan Chi does. Like it's kind of like what? Who is this show meant for? It's got like adult themes.
It's weird because like the king guy, he isn't supposed to be like a goody good, but he's not treated like an antagonist.
It's fucking weird, but honestly, it's realistic. That's kind of how shit was back then.
Yeah.
That's how shit was. Like, it's not good. It's not endorsing it. That's just how it is. You know?
Minus the raping thing, it's like I think Conquest is a show that's like very ahead of its time. Like,
I think so too. Like most things would have been like, nah, we're not doing a prequel. We're just gonna make a goofy show about Mortal Kombat. This one committed. All the characters that show up for a reason. Like they would have existed back then. Sub-Zero. I don't know how old he would be in the games, but in this, he's a Mortal Kombat champion, and they established that those guys don't fucking age. So, there's a whole episode about that.
Indeed. Immortal Kombat.
Yeah, Immortal Kombat. Also, Sub-Zero's episode is Kino. The episode where Rain shows up is Kino. The episode where Noob Saibot shows up, he looks like the Gimp from Pulp Fiction, is kind of funny.
It was before we knew about Beyond. So
Noob Saibot was just a shadow ninja back then. In the 6th game, they gave him the plot that he is the Sub-Zero from the first game who died. Because if you know, Sub-Zero in the first game gets killed by Scorpion, and then the second game, his little brother takes up the mantle. It's like a twist, like, oh, Sub-Zero's back to life, and then it's revealed it's his little brother, right? Genius shit. For an arcade game, that's a crazy storyline to pull off. But Scorpion realizes it's not him when he sees someone spare him, and he wants to protect Sub-Zero's little brother, but Sub-Zero's little brother wants to kill him.
Yeah.
Because he killed his older brother. Right. So, Noob Saibot was just like a joke character. He's Boone and Tobias. The developer's name is reversed. But they eventually gave him the context, or they gave him the plot, like the backstory of being the original Sub-Zero, but undead. And I like that. I wouldn't want it any other way. That it just seems natural. Like, where else would he have gone? Scorpion became something after he died. Why wouldn't he?
Yeah. But because that stuff wasn't known, he's just kind of a no name.
Yeah, and in this show, he's just like a goop monster. He's made out of oil that apparently smells really bad. But he's got these two fine ass Asian chicks fawning over him. I don't really get that. But this show, if I'm honest, like, is it on par with Annihilation? I wouldn't say so. It's like mid. I'm gonna say it's mid.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say it's mid. And for Mortal Kombat, mid, it's like crossing the finish line. Okay, you made it. It's like passing, basically.
It's like movies nowadays.
Yeah. Mortal Kombat: Defenders of the Earth. This is the Saturday morning cartoon.
Yes.
This show is fucking whack.
Yeah, I like Conquest. This was definitely a kid's show.
Yeah, this shit was a cash grab too.
Yes.
Nightwolf has a computer, like a fucking jet, like a ship they drive on.
Like, wouldn't it make more sense to make a Striker the technology guy?
Well, yeah, it makes sense. That's why they didn't do it. But yeah, also no Johnny Cage, just Striker. Like,
yeah, because it was based on the third game, and Johnny Cage wasn't in.
when it's supposed to be like, it references the first Mortal Kombat movie, but PG or G-rated-ized it. Like, Kano doesn't get his neck snapped. He gets like thrown, and that's it. Shang Tsung doesn't get impaled into spikes. Like, nothing about it makes any sense. And I honestly, the show's okay. It has the bird guy's kind of interesting. They name drop him in the new, I don't remember his name, but they name drop him in the new Mortal Kombat game in one of the intros.
Which is just some shit to get people talking.
Yeah, they're not going to do anything with it. The people making Mortal Kombat nowadays are retards. I have zero, I had zero faith in the Mortal Kombat creators, but we'll get to that later. I had zero faith in them. It's like Superman. They brought back my hope. There's a star man, you know? But Defenders of the Realm, I'm going to put in whack. I wouldn't say it's, I'm really probably not going to use the ass tier. To a normal person, these two would be probably ass, but to someone retarded like me, I think that they're honestly, like, if you put these on, I'm going to watch it, you know? I'm not going to complain either. Like, they're really a product of their time. Mortal Kombat was huge with the kids. It was a taboo, you know? It was definitely for adults, right? It was, you know, people get murdered violently in it. But who had time to put quarters in the fucking arcade machines all day? Not grown-ass adults. Like, no one did that.
It's like Ren and Stimpy. Like, it was very clearly not intended for children, but children were watching.
Yeah. Exactly. Same with Five Nights at Freddy's. Shit like that is timeless. Kids will always... That's how you cater to kids. You don't cater to them at all, because they're going to want to do what the older generations do. They want to smoke, they want to drink, they want to do all that shit. But we're in it now. Mortal Kombat Legacy. I know you don't fuck with it that much.
I don't. Because it's just like episodes like the Raiden episode, like I could never imagine making if I was a Mortal Kombat
I'm
fan.
putting Season 1 in good. Now, Season 1 and 2, there is a giant, huge Leviathan leap in quality. And I don't mean like upward. I mean fucking they jumped off a building, bro. They killed themselves on that one. Like, Season 1, I think, is pretty fucking good. People cite the Raiden episode where Raiden, I don't think he shows up on Earth, like, and that's his real form. I think he burrows himself into an insane asylum patient, and then he gets taken into the asylum, and he gets lobotomized 3 times. It's honestly some pretty, like, interesting shit. I like the episode. It just doesn't fit Mortal Kombat at all. Like, what the fuck were they thinking? Like,
what were they thinking?
It opens with a disclaimer saying, like, this shit derives very far from Mortal Kombat. But the Scorpion episode? Oh, man! That shit is fucking good. That shit is fire. Don't tell me it's not. The Sonya, Kano, and Jax episode. Michael J. White as Jax? Yes, please. Yes, please. All right, so I wanted him to play him in the movie, and he didn't.
Yeah, very sad.
But the Cyrax and Sector episode. Oh, you can't go wrong with that. That's got to be the best versions of them in live action, right? It's like one of 2 versions of them. I think that's the only Sector that showed up in live. He wasn't in Annihilation, was he? Cyrax, I like Cyrax in Annihilation.
There's always a chance for Mortal Kombat 3.
Hey, I think Mortal Kombat 3 will have the cyborgs and shit. I mean, the second movie is themed around the second game quite a lot. But we're getting ahead of ourselves.
Yes.
Season 1, solid. The Johnny Cage episode, I see people complain about that. I fucking loved it. It's like a MTV series about falling off superstars. And it ends on him finding out his series he pitched. He put his heart and soul into it, and it got rejected. He's like, fuck, I guess it wasn't good enough. And then he hears the fucking executives immediately pitching the same idea to some chick, and he beats their fucking asses. And he's gonna go to jail. He's a loose cannon in the show. And that's how Johnny Cage would be in real life. Like, the different interpretations of the characters in this show, I'm kind of okay with, because this is kind of like the Dark Knight of Mortal... I know that sounds stupid as fuck, but it's kind of like the Dark Knight of Mortal Kombat. This guy pitched Mortal Kombat Rebirth. I knew I forgot something. Okay, there's a little short that was pitching a new Mortal Kombat movie or a show or something, and it had Reptile as a guy with Harlequin fetus disorder who survived to like 35 or something, and he eats heads. Baraka was a plastic surgeon who gave himself blade arms, and the show was presumably going to be about the trailer was about Scorpion being told about all these people he's supposed to hunt down by Jax, who was also played by Michael J. White and that shit. So people connected to these two, but it's obviously not canon. It never came to be anything. But that really gave me the feeling that Mortal Kombat Legacy, same guy who made that trailer, made Mortal Kombat Legacy Season 1 and 2, and 3 that never came out. Release Mortal Kombat Generations, please. Just fucking put it out. And put out Mortal Kombat Ultra Girls while you're at it. I really like, you put the time and effort into animating that shit and paying for it. Just put it out, Warner Brothers. What the fuck are you doing?
You're putting out Wile E. Coyote movie.
Why not? Yeah, I heard about that. They're finally releasing that shit.
Yeah. Why isn't Steve Martin in it?
It doesn't matter. All I'm saying is, regardless, Mortal Kombat Legacy, as a grounded take of Mortal Kombat, Season 1's good. Season 2, on the other hand, I wouldn't even call it mid. I would say it's whack but fun. Yeah. It does the Mortal Kombat 2021 thing where Outworld, or it's not even Outworld, Shang Tsung's island, it would look, I think it would have looked awesome because they're actually on an island. They filmed on an island, I'm pretty sure. It looks like it, at least. But they have this ugly-ass gray, like, filter over everything. It's like, why? And Ermac shows up and he looks like motherfucking Voldemort or something. It's like, the Kenshi episode's good as fuck, though. Like, in the Scorpion Sub-Zero, I don't know what the fuck they were doing with that. Like, it was like some, all I want to say is that they don't really care about us. It was like some racism shit where they had to, where Bihan, that's the older brother Sub-Zero, was friends with Scorpion, but his little brother wasn't having that shit. And his little brother dies in combat. I was watching that for the first time, like, so Kuai Liang is going to be Noob Saibot instead of his older brother? And then Scorpion Sub-Zero fight, and Scorpion rips off his fucking head. And I'm like, so there's no Sub-Zero? Could you imagine a Mortal Kombat, like, franchise getting rid of Sub-Zero and not featuring him in the next one?
No,
how the fuck could they do that? Yeah. They better not do it again. But yeah, I'm going to put that in whack but fun. I do have fun with it. Kerry Tagawa plays Shang Tsung. He does it in Season 1, but he comes back. God damn, he's good. Yeah. He's good. He's good in MK11. That game sucks ass, but he's good in it. He plays Shang Tsung in that. He was awesome in the original. God, like, he's such a good Shang Tsung. He will never not be Shang Tsung, in my opinion. He just is Shang Tsung. Impossibly big shoes to fill. You better have some Bigfoot-esque feet if you're gonna fucking play Shang Tsung, especially after he passed away. You are in the shadow of a giant if you're trying to play Shang Tsung. This guy made Shang Tsung. Your soul is mine. Like, that's him. That's nobody else. You say that right now.
Your soul is mine.
It's fucking whack. You're not Kerry Tagawa. Neither am I. Neither am I. Nobody is.
I think Bruce Locke was a decent Shang Tsung, the guy who played him in Conquest.
Yeah. Oh, he was a great... I think everyone else who played him did an alright job, except for that fucking retard in the... Okay, no offense. Terrible voice actor that sounds like a teenage boy that played him in Mortal Kombat versus DC. He sounds fucking ridiculous. Look up Shang Tsung from that game. You'll see what I'm talking about. We're on to the animated movies. Now, these are all in order release, but the animated movie came out, and then the 2021 movie came out, and then they put out the rest of them between the first live-action one and the second one because they took more time to make. And unfortunately, they pulled the plug on the animated movies. Warner Brothers is going through it, so they pulled the plug on their animation division. And these are some of the best Mortal Kombat. I'm just going to spoil it right off the bat. These are fucking awesome. So... we're just going to review them all in one go, even though these other three came out after the first live-action, or the new live-action movie series debuted. Yeah. We're just going to do them all at once, because they're connected. Kind of. So, Scorpion's Revenge. Woo! Woo! It's fucking fucking Kino, buddy. It's awesome. I watched this shit and I was like, yeah! I was excited to see what the live action one was gonna be.
Pull up some shit,
Yeah. I was so excited. I was excited for the live action one. I was like, dude. Little did I know this was way better than that.
I felt like
Spoilers.
the live action one was gonna pivot to lower than the animated one when I saw the animated one, because I was thinking, how are they gonna follow this?
Now this movie is solid as fuck. The only thing I don't like about it is near the end when Liu Kang it's a scorpion centered story.
Yeah.
Near the end when Liu Kang fights Goro, he's about to lose, and I'm like, the Mortal Kombat champion's about to lose to Goro. And Goro's strong, but like.
They've been pulling that shit
Not
a
Liu
lot,
Kang.
where they have Liu Kang kind of fall down, which I hate personally.
Look,
just because 9 did it doesn't mean if 9 told you to jump off a cliff, would you?
Mortal Kombat 9 story mode wasn't even that good.
No, it wasn't.
It was none of the Mortal Kombat story modes are even that good.
I don't even think Mortal Kombat should have a story mode. Hot take. I think arcade mode is
the way to do it is like Deception or Armageddon. I like those the best.
But like I wouldn't say it's story mode. It's kind of like a different kind of campaign.
Yeah, because it's more exciting.
Yeah.
It's better than a cutscene and then a fight.
I agree.
And the worst part about the story mode is they handpick the chapters, so you don't even get to play as some of the characters. You never get to play as Reptile in any of the story modes until the new one, and you only get to play as him in the new one because he's a good guy in the new one. Like, but yeah, Scorpion's Revenge. Near the end, Liu Kang falters. He's about to get killed by Goro. He's about to get his fucking arms ripped off like Jax did. And then Scorpion comes in and saves the day, and it becomes a Scorpion fanfiction near the end. I like him killing Quan Chi, but I don't like him killing Goro and then fighting Liu Kang, then yielding so that they win by default. Liu Kang won without even fighting. Just have him beat Goro, and then have Scorpion roll up and fight Quan Chi and cut it while Liu Kang fights Shang Tsung. That's what I would have done.
Writing is so easy, and these guys keep...
But hey, if that's the only complaint, you're fucking golden. Okay, to be honest, I despise Sub-Zero in this movie.
Yeah,
in the games, Sub-Zero and Scorpion were put on the same mission to get a scroll of elements, and their client to do that was the guy who paid them was Quan Chi. Sub-Zero ends up succeeding, killing Scorpion in the process. He comes back to the Lin Kuei, and he sees the guy who paid him. He's a fucking asshole. He calls Sub-Zero a ninja, which is like a racial slur to him, pretty much. He's not a ninja. He's Lin Kuei. Scorpion was a ninja. Like he says was. He just fucking killed him. But Quan Chi's like, oh, thanks for getting my map, dude. As a reward, I'll wipe out Scorpion's entire family and clan. And Sub-Zero's like, huh. So Sub-Zero did kill Scorpion. Yeah. But he didn't genocide Scorpion's fucking clan. Quan Chi did that. In this movie, they do the Quan Chi twist. But Sub-Zero didn't do anything. He didn't kill Scorpion even. Which I don't like that. It makes Sub-Zero look like a little bitch. Yeah. Sub-Zero's not a good guy. None of them are good guys. They're all killers.
Sub-Zero doesn't even seem to know who Scorpion is, which is all...
Yeah, he's like, he sees Scorpion. Scorpion's like, you're gonna pay. And he's like... And then they have the wackest, like, smallest fight ever. And it's like...
Yeah.
What the fuck are you talking about? That ain't Sub-Zero. But if those are your only problems... Look, we got Mortal Kombat Annihilation, which has bald daddy issues Shao Kahn. So, in CGI dragon fights. We got Mortal Kombat Legacy, Season 2, with the gray-scaled island. They put a nasty gray filter over the island. They have Johnny Cage not fighting anybody and running away the whole fucking time. It did have a good depiction of Melina and Katana, which I forgot to mention. Season 1 set that up. But... like, Defenders of the Realm, you got bloodless little kid Mortal Kombat, not even PG-13. So, if that's the worst of your problems, in Mortal Kombat land, you're doing pretty fucking good. So, we're putting in good. Battle of the Realms, it's overhated. I'm gonna say it's overhated. The ending is a clusterfuck. The third act is a clusterfuck. It's a kaiju battle. They merge every single Mortal Kombat game into this one, and the reason is, and I'm always more sympathetic when there's a reason behind it. Look, shitty movies can be shitty, but as soon as I find out, and I know this has nothing to do with the end product, but this is how I seriously feel. As soon as I find out the movie is the way it is, not because the people who made it are fucking idiots, but because the executives are like, no, you have to do this, you have to do it, they do a line of coke, they're like, no, you have to do this. It's like, just let the fucking artist paint a picture, dude. I know you're on cocaine. I know you have sex with little girls because you're a Hollywood executive. But you don't know better than the people who with the fucking paintbrushes. Yeah, they're making it, not you. You might have the money. Just let them fucking cook.
Okay,
and that's what happened to this movie.
You don't understand.
That's what happened.
They gotta waste all their money for those live-action Warner Brothers DC movies. That
They got underage hookers to buy, so they need to make sure the Mortal Kombat movie is up to their snuff. Not the audience's snuff, not to the artist's snuff, but to their snuff. That's all I'm saying. You really trust these people to make decisions on movies when we all know they're on some Epstein Diddy shit?
Yeah.
I don't. So I'm sympathetic towards this movie. They crammed everything into it like a fucking hooker on Black Friday. Like Patrick Bateman did to that fucking chick in American Psycho. Because they were told this is the last one they were told Scorpion's Revenge. They're like, okay, we got a good first entry, represents the first game decently well, introduces some shit from the later games, but not too far with them. You got to introduce them so that they don't feel shoehorned in, because that's what they were in the games. They made this shit up as they went along. We have the chance to tie everything together. Promising. Very good. Warner Bros. Like, no, actually, we want them all to be anthologies. We want them to all be different. Warner Brothers coming in with a fucking, like, the Charlie Kirk sniper trying to kill the people who made this fucking movie series, and they failed.
Like, how much anthology?
The anthology didn't hold them back either, but we're not going to get there yet.
Mortal Kombat 1, like, I think is a showing that people just like what Mortal Kombat is, because the biggest complaint I keep hearing about one, you know, besides it being a rush piece of shit,
yeah,
is the fact that I don't like...
We're talking about Mortal Kombat 12, not the original Mortal Kombat. And we're talking about the games, not the movies.
People saying, I don't like that they did this with Scorpion, I don't like that they did this with Liu Kang. Like, they just like things the way it is. Stop fucking around with it.
That's what they should have just taken the, like... Why didn't Mortal Kombat 11 reset everything so fast? Like, you didn't even get to Onaga yet.
Yeah.
You didn't get to Blaze yet. Like, just like I think the 3D era is the most interesting era, lore-wise. Scorpion gets chosen as the fucking champion. He's on the cover of most of the fucking games nowadays.
Yeah.
Why would you not want to make him the Elder Gods champion?
Yeah.
Why would you not make him a main character? He's on the fucking cover!
You want Devora to fucking kill him, man.
Why would you have a D-list jobber kill an A-list, like, the face of the franchise? Scorpion's not the main character, but he might as well be as far as normies are concerned. Anyways, we're not talking about the movies. So, this movie, I think it's very solid all the way through. It does the thing where it mixes Mortal Kombat 2 and 3 together. All the movies do that, because Mortal Kombat 2, much as I love it, it's a very high point in the franchise. It's kind of irrelevant.
Yeah.
It's kind of irrelevant. First game, Shang Tsung runs the tournament. They only need to... Outworld needs to win 10 tournaments in a row to be able to take over Earthrealm legally. They fail. They have to win 10 again. Shao Kahn's pissed. Shang Tsung's like, wait, don't kill me. What if we do a tournament on our home world turf and it's worth 10 Mortal Kombat tournaments? So it's all or nothing. Shao Kahn's like, interesting. So that's why the settings in the second game are so fucking fire, because they're an Outworld instead of... When the settings in the first game are great too. But you get what I'm saying. They're all like otherworldly because they're in Outworld. They're not on an island. But anyway, then... Shao Kahn loses to Liu Kang in the second tournament, and then he just decides to plant his dead wife that he took from the land he conquered of Edenia. He plants her on Earth as an excuse to invade Earth to take her back. So he's basically taking over Earth, but the Elder Gods will let him get away with it, because he's like, no, I'm actually just getting my wife back. She's on Earth, I gotta get her. So, a genius plan. They don't do that in any of the movies because it's a story already well written. So, you know, the people who make movies can't do that. They can't just take a story already well written and adapt it. They have to, like, do their own story that's retarded and makes no sense.
You understand? It's gotta turn out that she was evil the whole time.
Yeah, like Mortal Kombat 11 does. It's fucking stupid. But Mortal Kombat Battle of the Realms kind of mixes it together, but it's not like Annihilation, how it's a total clusterfuck. It's just it's 1/3 of a total clusterfuck. Yeah. So I'm gonna put it in mid. I really don't think it's a bad movie. It gets bad near the end, but like, am I gonna say an ending ruins a movie? No. If I liked it all the way up, dude. If a movie's 80% bad and the last 20% shit, you think I'm gonna fuck? I know the ending it like leaves an impression on you, but you gotta be honest with yourself. You gotta be honest with how you felt watching the whole movie. You go back and watch it again. You're not gonna watch just the ending again.
It's like people who say, the movie sucked until the ending. That's not how movies work, dumb shit.
Yeah, fucking idiots. Anyways, Mortal Kombat Snowblind. So, like I said, the reason why they crammed every fucking element of Mortal Kombat ever into this movie and why it's such a clusterfuck by the end is because they were told you can't do another sequel to the stable, regular, I don't know, movie, story, good writing-esque thing you're doing. No. You have to do anthologies where they're all in a different universe. If I was told that, I would have flipped the table and been like, fuck you, I'm out.
I would have said yeah, because it worked so well when Sub-Zero did it in the 90s.
Yeah, exactly. When they try to do anthology games, well, at least that was set in the Mortal Kombat universe. They wanted them to do movies where each movie is a different take on Mortal Kombat entirely.
What kind of coke and hooker were you doing when you thought that was a good idea?
I don't know. Probably really strong coke and probably an underage
a very
hooker.
young girl.
Yeah, very underage hooker because we're talking about Hollywood. Yes. But anyways, the absolute saints. I'm glazing these guys. Okay, the absolute saints that were doing the Mortal Kombat movies were like, no diff, motherfucker. They're like, oh, you bet. They then went and made another Mortal Kombat movie that. Let's do it. Mortal Kombat! This movie's fucking awesome. It's fucking up there. This movie's so underrated. Nobody watched it because it's one of the direct-to-DVD. Well, I guess nobody cares about DVD. Direct-to-streaming, I guess, didn't show up in theaters movies. And this movie is fucking awesome. I remember when it came out, people were like, why are Sub-Zero and Kenshi teaming up? Fake fans. Okay, maybe you're not a fake fan if you don't know that, but I got fucking knowledge when it comes to Mortal Kombat, okay? I know Kenshi and Sub-Zero were teaming up in Deception, so I really appreciate it. And these guys were fucking cooking. Yeah. MK11 missed out on Melina. They added her later as DLC. Oh, it wasn't good enough. The Melina fans were going crazy. Melina isn't in any of these animated movies, even though the credits, there's a pink fighter, a purple pink fighter that's female. Yeah, Lee May. And I guess the people who like did the credits mistook her for Melina. So she's in the credits of this movie, but she's not actually in it. They fucked it up. They got it wrong.
That's what happens when you have a bunch of Koreans hard at work with a little pay.
Yeah. But this Melina never showed up in anyone, but this movie has Draman. It has fucking No Face. Nobody knows who No Face is but me, dude. That's how obscure he is.
Kano is the main villain.
Kano's the main villain, which I wasn't cool with until I saw what the movie was doing. Like, at first I was like, he kills Shang Tsung? I thought Shang Tsung, when he got the Will of Souls, alright, he's the main villain again. Alright, here we go. It's gonna be Mortal Kombat story. And then Kano kills him. I'm like, what? I was like, how the fuck is Kano the main villain? I was kind of mad. And then the movie keeps going. It's like, okay, it adapted a Mortal Kombat 11 storyline, and I fucking hate Mortal Kombat 11. Yeah. I hate Mortal Kombat 11. This movie did it so well. The part where, and it's a Mortal Kombat movie, so of course Scorpion has to show up, and he doesn't even feel that shoehorned in. Throughout the whole movie, Sub-Zero has stopped using his powers. And he's like, well, when I use my powers again, I lose control. Because he made the apparently Sub-Zero is the reason why the place is a fucking wasteland. It's like Mad Max mixed with Mortal Kombat. This movie's fucking awesome. Yeah. This movie is so good. If you have even a slight interest in Mortal Kombat, watch this movie right the fuck now. Kenshi is a great protagonist. In fact, I would have made him the new protagonist in Mortal Kombat. If it was up to me, if I was in charge of the 3D era, I would have made him the new protagonist. He's wearing red like Liu Kang. He's a blind guy with a sword. And he sees with the spirit realm. The sword has his ancestors in it. He's got telekinesis on his sword. He's main character material. This movie understood that. Yeah. Like, if you're going to choose a random-ass character that's not like Johnny Cage, not like Sonya, not one of the main MK1 or 2 characters, you might have to choose Kenshi because he's that cool. Like, he's a top 10 Mortal Kombat character. I don't play as him. I never play as him, and he's a top 10 character. This movie's fucking amazing. I genuinely give this movie like a 9 out of 10. It's a great movie. Yeah. Of course, the original gets a 10 out of 10. Mortal Kombat cage match. They did it again! Mortal Kombat! This fucking movie's awesome. Like I said, they were gimped. They were handicapped. They're like, you can't tell a story from movie to movie like a normal franchise would. You have to reset every time you make a movie. And they did it again. This movie revolves around Johnny Cage. It's the only Mortal Kombat movie that doesn't have Scorpion in it. Right? Am I right? Yeah, it is. He shows up when they make video games about Johnny Cage, and it's like a cute Easter egg where they just show footage of Mortal Kombat trilogy, but that doesn't count. Like, he's not a character in the movie. This movie is so fucking awesome. This movie is about Johnny Cage stumbling upon an evil, satanic Hollywood cult. It's amazing. And Draman shows up in it again. Very briefly, just like in the last one, but they put Draman in it. Still no Melina. Ashra's a character. Once again, putting in the 3D characters that weren't in a game since I was fucking born. Dude, like, how the fuck you break these guys' legs? You tell them you can't continue the story you wanted to write. Yeah. You guys did the first one anticipating that you were gonna do them like 4 of them, or at least, or maybe more, and do them entry by entry representing each game. But no, you can't do that. We're gonna stifle you. We're gonna fucking kill you. We're gonna behead you. And then they come right back and release even better movies. Like, that shit is insane to me. That shit, I wish I had that fucking drive. Because, like I said, I would have walked away. I would have been like, what do you mean I can't tell a story that I planned out? Fuck you. Like, I wonder what the decision... But I'm kind of glad it happened, because Snowblind and Cage Match are really fun. They're some of the most... They're the most... not some of those. They're the most creative Mortal Kombat stories ever told. They low-key come off as fan fictions, but, like, the type you read and you're like, give this guy a job. Yeah. They're fucking good. They're really good. Alright. Enough glazing the animated ones. Let's get on to the divisive Mortal Kombat 2021. The return of Mortal Kombat to the big screen. But not really, because it was during COVID.
Yeah. It was. I think it was in theaters when they were slowly opening up, but it was also on streaming, so half and half.
This movie, pains me to say it. I want to like it. It's mid.
Yeah.
It's mid. I put it in there and I'm backing away. Okay, I'm not touching it again. It's
There's
fucking
a lot
mid.
of dumb decisions made for this movie.
First off, so many main characters. Like I said, you can just pick another main character no one thinks about, like
There's
Kenshi.
3 main characters.
Out of left field. Out of left field. Pick a character like Kenshi. It's badass. And they made a brand new character for this movie. Why?
Yeah.
Why in God's green dick would you do that?
I've heard 2
Hundreds
reasons.
of characters in Mortal Kombat. At least 100.
I've heard 2 reasons. One that suggested the executives were like, you need an everyman.
You need an everyman. Oh, Johnny Cage. He's a family movie star. People can relate to, even though not everyone's a movie star, people can relate to shit falling apart for them. And Mortal Kombat, very out there concept, but Johnny Cage is a grounded character.
Yeah.
He wants to revitalize his career, so he goes to this island to fight in a tournament to show that he can fight. And then it ends up being like a battle to the death against mystical wizards and ninjas. Yeah. And he ends up becoming a hero and saving Earth. Like, very great protagonist. Or you could choose Liu Kang. Now, what's the other reason? I know what the other reason why they chose to make Cole Young.
The other reason is that some writer or some shit was like, well, we didn't want to have a white guy be the main lead. Well,
they're like, we didn't want a white guy to be the main lead of Mortal Kombat because it's such a diverse franchise racially. Now, first of all, you fucking racist. If you want a main character in Mortal Kombat that isn't white, because that's such a big deal, because you can only see skin color, because you're no better than a fucking redneck hick. You're no better than Confederate Kyle. It's just the other way around. You hate white people instead of black people for some reason. You're still a fucking race-obsessed weirdo, and everybody hates you. It doesn't change a thing that you don't hate black people and you hate white people instead. Fun fact, anyone who says you can't be racist against white people is a retard, and they shouldn't be taken seriously. In fact, I think they should lose their job, okay? That comes off as very bad, because imagine a society where black people are the majority suddenly. Can you still not be racist then? Like, is the N-word not powerful against them? That's what I want to know. Because I feel like the consistent answer would be yes. Because, they're in control now, so you can say whatever you want to them. It's still wrong. You don't fucking judge people by their skin color. You judge them by the content of their character. And Johnny Cage is so much more than a white guy. He's not a white guy. He's Johnny Cage, all right? Like, you're fucking loopy if you see otherwise.
My thing is, you didn't want a white guy to be the central lead. Well, thank God he wasn't the central lead.
Yeah, he wasn't even the main character. If you really are that racist and you can't stand a white person as the lead, well, there's Liu Kang. What's interesting is the guy they got to play, Cole Young, the main character of this movie, they made up for this movie, he has more white in him than the guy they have to play Liu Kang. What the fuck are you doing? You can't even be racist consistently. You can't. Confederate Kyle's better at it. Yeah. You're a dumbass.
Well, Liu Kang does fucking nothing.
But I'm gonna say it. Cole Young's like the least bad thing about this movie. I kind of like him. Look, an MMA fighter as the main character in Mortal Kombat, I think they should have did a remixed version of Johnny Cage, or like a new take on Johnny Cage or Liu Kang.
They should have done a new take on Liu Kang.
Like a modern day cage fighter Liu Kang who doesn't know his ancestor or where he came from would have been interesting.
Even like Luke Skywalker, of how it's kind of up to his decision if he wants to be this big guy.
Yeah.
What side he wants to be on.
Fuck, we haven't had that in a while. We haven't had a character that comes in nothing, gets his ass beat, and learns to be the protagonist. Yeah. Modern movies just have them like come in as the protagonist.
Nobody can write anymore.
Yeah, like Rey from the new Star Wars movies. Oh, don't even get me started. But like Cole Young's on, I actually kind of like him. He's an ancestor of Scorpion, My problem is when he gets his powers, he looks like the bronze kneecap from Fairly Odd Parents.
Yeah,
He's got literal plot armor. You hit him and he hits you back harder. Just make him the new Scorpion. The guy who plays Scorpion is great. Okay, he's great. I loved him in Bullet Train. I think it came out after Mortal Kombat, but regardless, apparently he's good in the Shogun series. I never watched it, but he plays a great Hanzo Hasashi, okay? He's amazing. But, like, he's old, so you're gonna want to put in someone to maybe take his place when he can't do it anymore. Like, I know it sounds fucked up, but it's true.
Yeah.
So I would have set up Cole Young as the new age Scorpion, or I don't know, maybe call him Takeda. That's a character from the fucking games. Make him Takeda. It's not that hard.
Yeah, and
it's a little hard now, but we're not gonna get into that.
The tattoo thing fucking sucks.
The Arcana. That's what I want to know. This movie and the next one we'll talk about, they take things from Annihilation. This movie we put in whack but fun. And I said it's the worst Mortal Kombat entry in any of these.
Yeah, so that shows what good of a
Why would you take anything from Mortal Kombat Annihilation? Why would you take anything from it?
And, like, there's so much shit in this movie where it feels like they were like trying to almost nullify the original again.
Yeah.
It's like they were like, oh, but then they actually wound up being stupider than the original one.
Well, here's the deal. Big problems with this movie for me. Sub-Zero is the main villain. Yeah. What the fuck are you talking about? I get that this I get that this movie centers around Scorpion and his bloodline, but like they don't do the Quan Chi twist in this, which not the worst thing in the world. I never fucked with Quan Chi that much in the games to begin with.
Quan
but
Chi and Shinnok are like the lamest villains, and for whatever reason they think they're like number
That's true.
one.
They always bring them back. Yeah. I don't like Quan Chi or Shinnok in the games.
Like if I had control of Mortal Kombat, I'd kill them off and then never bring them back. And anyone who mentions
I'm okay with Quan Chi. I'd be okay with Shinnok if he had a different moveset for once. Yeah. He's either a clone of Shang Tsung like he was in MKX, or he's a clone of every other character like he was in MK4. Yeah. Give him his own moveset and we can talk, you know? We can fucking talk about it. We can pull up the fucking table, we can get some beers out, we can discuss. Yeah. We can crack open a wine if you want. We can discuss.
A clone of everybody else basically is Shang Tsung because he can turn into people.
Yeah, how do you be a clone of a clone character? What the fuck is wrong with you? That's why I don't like Shinnok. Yeah. Anyways, he's like the Satan of Mortal Kombat, and that's the coolest thing about him. But either way, this movie fumbled quite hard. Now, I do enjoy it quite a bit. I wouldn't say it's a bad movie, but I'm not going to say it's good. It's mid. It's really mid.
When I watched it for the first time, I was very underwhelmed. But recently, when we rewatched it for the second one, I kind of enjoyed it more. But I still think it's very underwhelming.
When I watched it for the first time, I liked it quite a bit, and I still like it quite a bit. One thing I do, I'll talk about the things I like about it. Casting. It's all good.
Yeah.
Sonya's actress is great. Liu Kang's actor is good. Kano is... Anyone... You might... If you've never watched this movie, you've heard people talk about it. Kano... Someone check up on his actor.
Yeah.
Someone check up in the hospital. He broke his back carrying the franchise. Okay? He is so fucking funny. He is so goddamn funny. Like... the part where they tell Sonya she can't... Because there's this whole thing where if you have powers, you have a dragon tattoo on you. That's what they got from Annihilation. It's fucking stupid. But it's called the Arcana because for some reason they thought they had to explain why Sub-Zero can throw ice balls. Look, if you're in a Mortal Kombat movie and you're like, why Liu Kang throw a fireball? You're in the wrong fucking theater, buddy. Go back to fucking Avengers. Or go back to your retarded goy slop, you fucking goyim. This is Mortal Kombat. You go in there, even if you haven't played the games, you go in there like, oh, this is about magical characters fighting each other and killing each other. That's all you gotta know. If you go in there like, why did Sub-Zero throw ice? You don't need to explain it. That's one thing I didn't like about this movie. You don't have to explain shit. But that one part where Sonya said she's told she can't train with everybody else because she doesn't have a marking. She doesn't have powers. And Kano's like, oh, fucking whoops. It's fucking awesome. The part where he kills the reptile, like rips his heart out, and he's like, ah! He's like screaming and holding his heart. He's like, oh, you fucking beauty. I can quote Kano from that movie and the second one all day, dude. Oh my fucking god. When he kills the reptile and they walk in on him like drawing things, like, what the fuck are you doing? He's like, I'm working on a Kano graphic novel. And she's like, make yourself out. He's like, I have, and your beer's shit and you're almost out of it. Like, damn, he's just the funniest motherfucker on the planet. He's so fucking funny. He's fighting, even when he's fighting Sonya in the final battle, in the climax, he's like, you owe me $2 million, because she fucking tricks him. Yeah. He's so goddamn funny. He's so fucking funny. And I've always been salty that he doesn't have the metal plate on his eye. The first movie did that. And spoilers, he doesn't have it in the second one either. It's like, I'm guessing they're gonna, in the third one, just like in Mortal Kombat Legacy, they did this. They're gonna make the Lin Kuei Cyber Assembly, the same guys who made Cyrex and Sector. They're gonna make them give Kano his cybernetic eye. I'm guessing that's what they'll probably do. If they don't give him the cybernetic eye in the third one, then I don't know what the fuck they're doing. But anyways, he doesn't even have that shit. He's not very accurate. He's more like an evil Johnny Cage. So I guess like Cobra. That's kind of what Cobra was in the 3D games. And he's on the Earthrealm side, but then he flips when he's told by Cabal. And also Cabal's in this, and he looks more badass than he's ever looked in any of the games. And his voice is great. Like come on. Melina's in it. She's like light skinned black or some shit. Like she does not look like Melina. Probably, like, Reiko shows up, he's a big retard with a hammer, and Natara shows up and dies instantly. This movie has great moments. The part where Natara gets fucking sawed into, and then Kung Lao's like, flawless victory. I was like, because if you remember in the original movie, they say, like, fatality sometimes, and they say flawless victory. It's like, Goro got hit. Liu Kang, like, Liu Kang kills Shang Tsung at the end of the movie, he's like, flawless victory. It's like, you won, but you got your ass beat, dude. That was not a flawless victory. They got it right in this movie. Natara swoops in. Kung Lao does this shit. He throws his hat on the ground. He, like, grabs her while flying because she's got wings. She's like a vampire character in the 3D games. And he flies her into the hat while it's going like a fucking table saw on the ground. And he, like, slams her face into it. And having a Mortal Kombat live-action movie with gore made this shit at least a 7 out of 10, in my opinion. At least. I look at this movie not like an improvement on the original, but it fills in the gaps. The original, Scorpion Sub-Zero were just like henchmen. They didn't have a plot, and I get why. Because there's already a lot going on in the movie. You gotta keep one narrative. And they weren't that big back. Like, Scorpion Sub-Zero are obviously big, but they were probably on par with the other characters. Nowadays, Scorpion Sub-Zero are like the faces of Mortal Kombat, but back then, I mean, I wasn't there, but I would guess they didn't have the same legacy they have now. So it made sense to just make them henchmen. They still had like the best fights in the movie. The 3 ninjas, I think, have the best fights in the movie. Indeed. So this one, I get this movie. If you want your Scorpion Sub-Zero plot to be told somewhat faithfully, the Shirai Ryu genocide takes place in the fucking feudal Japan era instead of the 90s for some reason, which is ridiculous, but either way, the big problem with Sub-Zero in this movie is that he actually killed Scorpion, which is true to the games, but he also wiped out his family and clan. And it wasn't Quan Chi's trick, unless the later movies say otherwise. And Quan Chi's in the second one, and spoiler alert, they don't say anything about that, so I'm guessing it's not.
There's a threat. Warner Brothers will walk out.
Either way, what I'm saying is they make Sub-Zero straight up on villain mode in this movie. Like, he's a straight villain. He's not a morally gray character. He's not like a anti-hero. He's just a bad guy in this movie. But one thing no one really talks about is this movie was it produced by James Wan? He was involved. Guy who did Saw. Didn't he do Dead Silence?
Yeah, Final Destination, Insidious.
My boy here doesn't like him that much, but I liked the horror elements of this Mortal Kombat movie. I'm gonna say it's something I want to see explored further. Probably not as the first entry, like as an introduction to the franchise. Look, it's Mortal Kombat. You have ninjas fighting. You don't need to do much. But Sub-Zero coming into the real world and fucking people up, like killing random bystanders. They run away from Sub-Zero at first, and then Jax goes to fight him and get his fucking arms frozen and shattered off. Like, Goro shows up. Like, when Goro shows up, even though they fucking wasted him in this movie, and I hated it, they should have, like, Sub-Zero's treated like a big boss character. They should have swapped him out with Goro. Goro's the big boss you fight just before the final guy.
I agree. That's what it should have been. It would have been better if he discovered his Arcana fighting Sub-Zero.
Also, if I was going to do a character that stalks Cole Young's family, I wouldn't have made it Sub-Zero. I would have made it Smoke. That would have been really cool because he peeks behind trees in MK2, and he's like he's smoke vapors. Like he's sneaky.
He's also a member of the Lin Kuei.
True, exactly. So he would have worked with Sub-Zero. There's a lot of shit I would change, but overall, I gotta say, for a video game adaptation, it's pretty decent. There's way worse. There's still way worse coming out. I liked it more than Minecraft. Did you?
Who liked Minecraft? That's the real question.
I don't know, but I liked it more than Minecraft, and Minecraft was probably more faithful than this one was. This was just a better movie. It's an alright movie, and honestly, this feels like the most Hollywood Mortal Kombat movie.
Oh, yeah, easily.
And it has a charm to it. It's like basically R-rated Marvel. Yeah. Which there's nothing wrong with that. It's just not much Mortal Kombat to me. That's what the newer games kind of are. We're here.
We did it.
We made it. I said I lost faith in the Mortal Kombat franchise, and then this movie came out. Let's talk about it before we rank it. I think you know where it's going to go.
Yeah, I think I know.
So, I knew everything there was to know about this movie. Okay? There was test screenings. I heard everybody who was going to die in it. There's one character I didn't hear about that was a surprise for me, but I knew everything was going to happen in this movie. I heard about the plot details. I heard what the movie was lacking, what it had. I had no faith in it. Sub-Zero dies in it, and his little brother wasn't established and doesn't show up in the trailers and wasn't mentioned by the test screening audiences. So I was like, no Sub-Zero. No Sub-Zero in my Mortal Kombat movie. Are you fucking insane? Yeah. What is wrong with you? You should be put in a straitjacket and locked in a padded cell. So I was like, this movie's going to suck. I went to theaters thinking like, all right, let's just try to enjoy it. This movie's going to suck ass. I came out. Mortal Kombat! This shit was fucking awesome, dude. I love this fucking movie. I almost like it as much as I like the original. And it just goes to show the best type of Mortal Kombat movie has a tournament structure to it. This movie is so fucking awesome. If you haven't seen it yet, please go see it. I've seen the right-wing grifters. Okay, I've seen them. This is a girl boss movie. Dude, Katana is a fucking... Like, they're like... They took away all the feminine aspects from Jade and Katana. Like, I don't like Jade being bald, but what feminine aspects? This is Mortal fucking Kombat, dude. She rips people's hearts out, dude. She's fucking scary. So
it wasn't until like the 3D game when they really started sexualizing them.
That's the thing. Like, this movie was so good. You gotta do some retarded, politically biased bullshit to hate it. You gotta call it woke. You gotta call it, like, slop. This was just a good movie. You can't convince me otherwise. It was a good movie. It was a great Mortal Kombat movie.
Definitely.
It was awesome. This movie's fucking amazing.
Like, this movie...
Good God. I've seen it twice in theaters, and I watched it once pirated. I love this movie.
Without spoiling it much about the movie, like, there's a point in the film where you get the feeling that anybody could die.
Yeah.
Like, every fight I was like, oh, shit.
Remember bald daddy issue Shao Kahn? No more. They gave us... This is the best Shao Kahn we've gotten since the Midway era. Since the old games. Easily. Shao Kahn's a fucking goober in the newer Mortal Kombat games. Not anymore, dude. I think this movie might... I could be wrong. I don't want to be wrong. Might push Shao Kahn to be a more compelling villain in the games. Maybe it might make Katana have more... It might make Kano a good, like, comic relief character in the games. Because he hasn't shown up in a game since...
Yeah.
As, like, a character... since he was in the 2021 movie. So he might come back acting like how he does in the movies. And I'd be down with that because Kano, I've never cared for him that much. He's just kind of bland. He's like a lesser villain. He's like a jobber.
Yeah.
But I'm telling you, I didn't fuck with Carl Urban as Johnny Cage. He's great in the movie. He's great. Carl, I actually didn't doubt he'd be good. He's a great actor.
Yeah, after watching it, like when I heard he got cast, I wasn't too excited. And then I saw the trailers, and I wasn't too excited still. And I gotta say, he did a good job. I still don't really see him as Johnny Cage.
Oh, I agree. I would have picked someone else, but
there's like
he's still good.
500 other actors I would have went with. I think fucking Adam Sandler could have been a better Johnny Cage.
I'm telling you, people still bitch like the people calling this movie a girl boss movie, or like calling it woke and retarded. It's not. Okay, just watch the movie. It's good. I promise you.
I got a very good eye for that, and there was none of that in this movie.
Yeah, no. It's when shit is like leftist made. It's like made as propaganda and like it's like actually woke, not a buzzword. Like it's actually made to be preachy and to try to do some political bullshit. You can tell it's very obvious.
Yeah.
But this shit was awesome. Shao Kahn was a fucking menace in this movie. The guy who played him was so good. There's a part where he kills somebody like unexpectedly. This is the character I didn't hear about dying in the movie. I heard every other character died in it. Not this guy. He kills him, then he turns around to another character and goes, "You're next." And then he gets fucking teleported away. I was like, oh, shit! He's so good in the movie. He dispatches of another character, I'm not going to spoil any of them, and he's like, "Give my regards to the dead." It's like, Oh, like his
Shao
voice is
Kahn.
good. In Shao Kahn in the newer games, he's yelling all the time. He's like, rah, 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 rah. He sounds like a dumbass. He sounds like a fucking retard. In the old games, he's like, bow to me. Like his voice is loud, like he's over a speaker, but he's soft spoken. He's like that in this movie. He shouts like maybe 3 or 4 times.
And he has an accent too, which I like.
He sounds a little bit British,
Maybe.
and it's okay. He sounded good. Shao Kahn was fucking amazing in this movie.
Indeed.
And he's a stinky cheater. One thing I don't like is that Shao Kahn's on hacker mode, and they actually kind of show you that he would have lost if he wasn't on hacker mode. But this movie's so good, I'm willing to cope and say that he only would have gotten killed because he's playing reckless because he knows he's invincible. Like, I love this movie. I like the movie so much, I'm willing to do a whole loop around. Like, yeah, he would have lost the fight if he wasn't cheating, but my headcanon is that he was... Yeah, have you considered it? Maybe he was being reckless because he's cheating and he knows he's not going to die. Because at the beginning fight... Okay, this isn't much of a spoiler. The movie opens similar to the first one opened with the Shirai Ryu getting massacred. This opens with another tragedy set in the Mortal Kombat universe. Love that theme. I hope the third one does something like that. Maybe maybe I would do Kuai Liang and Smoke hanging out as bros, just training and shit, and then the Lin Kuei Cyber Assembly comes and takes Smoke from him and turns him into a robot. That's what I would do as the third cold open, but do like a small, instead of a genocide and a realm being overtaken forcefully, then just go to like a very personal one person getting, well, I guess the Lin Kuei getting cyberized is like similar to a genocide. They're getting turned into robots, so they're not humans anymore. They're basically being killed. But that's what I do. But this opens on King Jared and Edenia being taken over by Shao Kahn, and King Jared puts up a fight. We don't even see King Jared. Barring Ermac, because he's kind of supposed to be King Jared. He's like a collection of souls, and King Jared's like the most prominent one. That's Katana's actual father. In the games, I think Katana has to find out Shao Kahn's not her real dad. In this movie, she knows because she was old enough to remember seeing her father get murdered. She was there. And I don't mind the change. It added more to it, and the reason why people are calling this movie Girl Boss Woke Slop is because we're gonna get into spoilers. Okay. Katana kills Shao Kahn. Yes. Liu Kang once again takes a backseat. I'm not big on it, but look, the same people who are calling this movie slop are like, oh, they sidelined Liu Kang again. He gets the best fight in the movie.
Yeah, and they've been doing that. So.
And let's be honest, Liu Kang's the main character for 4 games.
Yeah.
4 games. Maybe Mortal Kombat 1 he's the main character again, but he's not a main character for most of the franchise. He is the main character in Mortal Kombat 2, which the movie's an adaptation of, so you can make that argument, but Katana killing Shao Kahn is alright in my opinion. It's alright in my book. Also, a lot of people don't like what happens with Liu Kang. If you've seen this movie, he is kind of... I was told ahead of time by... I didn't just read about it. I actually, text a guy who, I have an internet friend who saw one of the test screenings. He, told me what I needed to know about the movie. I told him to spoil it for me. And he said that Liu Kang dies in, an Obi-Wan kind of way. And I didn't really get what that meant. So I was curious to see it in the movie. But he gets impaled by Shao Kahn loves stabbing people with the point of his hammer.
I like what they did, because in Mortal Kombat 2, like a javelin attack, and they made, the javelin also his hammer.
I didn't interpret it like that at all, but yeah, I guess that's true. He throws a spear, so I guess the spear is his hammer in this movie. He throws he does. He throws it on a pillar, and then uppercuts Jared into it in the opening fight, and Jared gets killed fucking brutally. It was hard to watch. He gets his fingers cut off, and then he gets impaled and held up as his family watches. Goddamn. This movie is wackier than the last one. It takes itself less seriously, but it also manages to be more emotional because I like it more.
And it's also how it should be, because if you remember Mortal Kombat 2, which is one of the most heralded games, had a guy popping up and going, Toasty!
Toasty! But this movie is awesome. I low-key want to go and see it in theaters a third time. I loved it that much. Noob Saibot, they don't call him by name this movie, which my dad was very confused by. They call him Bihan, which is his actual name. So the undead Sub-Zero who gets killed at the end of the first one comes back.
They didn't know how to explain Noob Saibot.
Look, just call him Noob Saibot. You don't have to explain. Like I said, the people at the theaters, the same retards that are like, oh, how does Liu Kang throw a fireball? If you're going into a movie like Mortal Kombat, those are questions you shouldn't be asking. The premise of the movie relies on you suspending your fucking disbelief, you dumbass. So I think that's the same reason. You shouldn't call him Bihan. You shouldn't call him Sub-Zero. Have him just call him be like, I am not Sub-Zero, nor am I Bihan. I am Noob Saibot. If anyone asks questions, the answer is, that's what he's called in the games. Yeah. Deal with it. It's a game adaptation, bitch.
And they dropped the tattoo thing, which was very heavy.
Yeah, I'm guessing the Arcana and the tattoos still exist.
I saw a Facebook post that it was saying that one of the writers said they're never going to mention it again.
That's good. Yeah. But yeah, they just call it powers now, and that's the way to do it. That's the way to do it.
So there's only one thing we do. We do Ed Boon's special edition Mortal Kombat 1, where we cut out all mentions of tattoos.
You couldn't do it. It's the plot relies on it too much. I just leave the first movie alone. It's fine. They establish rules. If you've seen the first movie, you know the rules. You don't need to see the first movie. That's what I love about Mortal Kombat 2. It's not a reboot. It's directly after the first movie, but you don't need to see the first movie. In fact, I recommend you don't. I recommend you just watch Mortal Kombat 2 as if it's the first movie.
Yeah.
Now, let's get into spoilers. More spoilers. Cole Young, I don't know how to... I heard when he gets killed pretty early on in the movie, I was like... I know the fan base didn't like making an original character, the star of Mortal Kombat. We just bitched about it, but... Killing him doesn't make it better. We just spent a whole movie building up this guy and killing him.
It renders an entire movie obsolete.
But he would have killed Shao Kahn if he wasn't cheating. Yeah. If Shao Kahn wasn't cheating, you see Shao Kahn's throat get slit. And his kill, everybody on the internet I've read pretty much feels the same about it. Like, damn, I didn't like Cole Young, but damn, they fucking made me feel bad for him. The way he gets killed is crazy. It's shocking, really well done. Like, they're fighting the Deadpool and it looks awesome, straight out the games. He's fighting Shao Kahn, he's fucking him up, and I obviously knew he was going to die. Even if I wasn't spoiled, I would have known when he's like, this is for Earthrealm, this is for my family, bitch. And then he slashes Shao Kahn's throat, and then Shao Kahn's like, he uncovers his throat and it's healing back. Cole Young's like, what? And then he grabs Cole Young, throws him on the ground, and before Cole Young can get up, he smashes his fucking head with the hammer. And I was in theaters like, I think I covered my mouth when I saw it. I was like, oh my god. It's like, I didn't think he was going to get killed like that. That's fucking insane.
That's very good. Like,
very shocking and very humanizing for a character that... I think that was... The way they did it... Like, I still don't know if I would have killed him off if I was in charge, but the way they did it was almost perfect. The fact that everybody feels bad for him now and everybody kind of went back on hating him a little bit. Like, they're like, it's like Thanos. Perhaps I treated you too harshly. Yeah. Like, that shows that they did it good.
Yeah, that's that James Wan energy of the shocking death.
That was low-key kind of scary, and that established Shao Kahn very well. Like, killing Jared and then killing Cole Young like that. That's He's a fucking bad motherfucker. Shao Kahn is scary in this movie. He's scary.
Dude, that's scary.
The guy who plays him is like fucking 6'4", and he's fucking huge, covered in tats. And I've been watching a lot of... When I really like a movie, or I'm really intrigued by it at least, I look up behind the scenes and interview shit, and... There is a lot of info about Shao Kahn's actor. I saw one where he's like, well, how'd it feel to be in the movie? He's like, it was horrible. I was in prosthetics. It was terrible. But there wasn't a moment where I was thinking like, oh, I'm done. I'm going to quit. Because it was all so fun. And it's like, that sounds awesome.
Way better than the
It was a struggle, but it was worth it.
Better than 97. Oh, I can't wear the helmet.
Yeah, I can't wear the helmet. My bald head aches. I got to complain about my father. Like, look. Shao Kahn hams it up. He reminds me of M. Bison in the first Street Fighter movie. Not as good, but he's kind of trying to hit that level. All the villains in Mortal Kombat Annihilation ham it up. Yeah. But one thing I love is Baraka. Oh, bro, I feel like in another timeline I would have hated it and thought it was like retarded comic relief nonsense, but I thought Baraka... I didn't hear anything about Baraka in from my guy who watched test screen. He just said Baraka was good. I guess he wanted to keep this surprise for me. They... want to get Baraka's help to break in and, like, destroy the amulet so that Shao Kahn can stop being fucking immortal and cheating. And, dude, they go up to Baraka, and he looks pretty good in the movie, and they challenge him. He's like, fuck no, I don't want to do that. Baraka's not really a servant to Shao Kahn in this movie. He's just kind of like a creature living under him. And he doesn't like Shao Kahn necessarily, but he understands he's too powerful for him to ever do anything about it, you know? But... Then Johnny Cage starts talking shit, and Baraka's like, okay, I'll fight you, but not you, Liu Kang. I want to fight him. And Johnny Cage runs from him for a little bit. Which I don't like Johnny Cage running. He's a fighter. I don't care if he's washed up. He's a fighter. Okay, he's got black belts and shit. But he runs away, and it's a pretty good segment. It's a pretty good sequence. And then Johnny Cage does some crazy shit, just confusing Baraka, and it actually makes sense. Yeah. Baraka's like a fucking barbarian. He doesn't know what a TV is. He doesn't know what a movie is. So he sees all this flashy shit, and he probably would think it's amazing in real life. Yeah. And he's like, whoa, like, Johnny Cage doing this stupid shit with spinning his arms, and it goes in slow motion, and Baraka's like, whoa, what? And then he does this split punch. I was told there was no split punch, and this movie got delayed for quite a... It got delayed from October to May, this month. So I'm guessing they added more shit in the movie, because the guy I was talking to said he doesn't do the nut punch, and he doesn't punch anyone in the balls in the movie. So I'm guessing they might have added it in later, or maybe removed it because they thought it was too silly. Which sounds like something these fucking hack writers would... I like this movie. I'm not talking shit, but it sounds like something they do in a modern movie. But he punches Brock in the balls, so I was like, here comes the part Brock is going to be like, oh, you die! And then he uppercuts Brock's head off. I thought that was going to happen. We're going to get just like Reptile in the first movie, just like Reiko and Natara. Just Rocco is going to be a one-slur fucking villain that gets killed. But then Brock is like, that was the best fighting I've ever seen. Put on the fucking dashy voice. Johnny Cage! That was the best fighting I've ever seen in my entire fucking life. And then he's like, he like has the whole Tarkatan sharp mouth sword-armed people village cheer for Johnny Cage, and he becomes his best friend, and he's like, you gotta teach me your ways, and Johnny Cage is like, oh yeah, I'll definitely do that. And then at the end of the movie, he actually does. It's fucking awesome. They got like a friendship. It's like friendship again. It's fucking amazing. It's great
when he's telling him the story, and then Brock is like, what did you say?
What he's invested. He's like, and you know what I told? Like, Johnny Cage is bullshitting. He's like, and then I told Raiden, the literal god, and then I talked down to Raiden. I told him, Rocket leans. He's like, what'd you tell him? It's like, that shit was so fucking funny. That shit's awesome. Yeah. It's so fucking... He reminds me of Knuckles from the Sonic movie. I love it. Because I remember seeing on Twitter and Reddit... I was trying to avoid spoilers, but I do search online sometimes, Twitter and Reddit. And I saw people talking about, I love Brock in this movie. He's my boy. He's a goofball. And I was like, huh. Does he do something funny? Like, I was like, he's just gonna get fucking killed. Why do people... He just dies, bro. Because I thought I knew everything. I was Mr. Know-It-All. I thought the movie was gonna be mid at best, right? Yeah. I went in... I was glad to be proven wrong, but I was very cynical about it. And I went in like, why do people care about him so much? He just goes in and gets fucking killed by Johnny Cage. He's just a padding villain. He just pads out the movie, right? Fucking jobber. And then when I was out of the movie, it's like, dude. And then when they walk out like it's the Avengers... and he's alongside them, we're going to get him as a main character or as like at least a side character in the next movie? Hell yes. Yeah. Fuck yes. Gimme Baraka. Like another thing is, maybe this is just me consuming the Goy slop, but to see the Mortal Kombat characters on screen, you don't need to introduce them. You don't need to try to like rationalize them or make them realistic like last one did it. Just have them on screen, have them be badass, and then at the end when they're all walking here, like, let's go, let's find our friends and resurrect them. I was like, yeah! I was like, Mortal Kombat! Like, that shit reminded me why I love Mortal Kombat. It gave me faith in the franchise again. Like, these characters are legendary characters. You will never make another character like Scorpion, like Liu Kang, like Kung Lao. Oh, and the Liu Kang Kung Lao fight, I'm gonna say it. I would say the best fight in the whole franchise is Liu Kang and Reptile in the first movie. Yeah. Don't be mad at me. I think Kung Lao and Liu Kang's fight in the new movie is the best in the whole franchise. Yeah. I do. Because they don't do the gay shit that they did in the first movie where it's like every modern Hollywood fight scene where they're fighting and then the camera cuts in awkward angles so you can't fucking see what's happening. Like, I have a feeling the choreography in the first movie is good. It was just edited really shittily. This movie doesn't fuck around none of that. The fights are all great. From beginning to end, they're all great.
What I like about these video game movies, it seems like all the sequels are, like, actually taking fan feedback.
Exactly, and this movie is how you do it. Take the fan feedback. I see some people, there's a guy I am friends with on Twitter. Like, I've liked his shit, he's liked my shit. He's still stressing about Jade being bald, and I've commented, it's like, dude, Jade being bald is definitely whack, but this movie's good as fuck. I told him to just watch it. He liked my tweet. I'm hoping he watched it and gave it a good shot. Because, like, don't let shit like that turn you off from the movie. That shit was irrelevant. There's things I didn't like about it. I didn't like Johnny Cage being a pussy for most of the movie. I never like it when they do that. But that's just kind of how it is nowadays.
Yeah. Like Liu Kang being sidelined and shit.
Yeah, when Liu Kang, he, like I said, he has an Obi-Wan style death. He doesn't really get murdered. What happens is Shao Kahn stabs him, and then his eyes light up, and he's like, "Oh, I'm not supposed to defeat you. Katana's supposed to kill your ass." He's like, "My destiny is to go save Kung Lao." And then he like rises up like the phoenix and dissolves into fire. He like turns into fire instead of dying. And it's with a heavy heart that I inform you that they've already confirmed he's going to be the fire god in the next movie.
Yeah, I thought that was where they were going.
I didn't want that to be the case. My interpretation was that, okay, he got into a fight with Kung Lao, and if you don't know why they fight in this movie, it's because Kung Lao died in the last one, and he was resurrected as a revenant, so he's like a servant of Shao Kahn. So he had to fight basically his brother, like someone he grew up with, as a zombie, and he kills him, and he has tears, and it actually made me kind of sad when I was watching the theaters. These characters I grew up with, Liu Kang, Kung Lao, heroes, they have to fight. You can play as them in a co-op game. Shaolin monks, they're best friends, okay? And they have to fight and kill each other. And Liu Kang puts him down. He's like, "I'm gonna bring you back, but not today." It's really sad. It really is. It added a lot of weight to that fight. Throughout the whole fight, Kung Lao, he's a mindless servant. He's trying to fucking eviscerate Liu Kang, and then Liu Kang doesn't want to kill him, and he unfortunately has to. He drives Kung Lao through his own razor hat. So my interpretation is that he saw that happen to Kung Lao, and then when he gets mortally wounded, he's like, "I'm going to disintegrate myself with fire, so you can't take my body and turn me into a revenant too." That's what I think happened. I haven't heard anyone else say that. Maybe someone else has that interpretation. That's what I think.
Maybe.
But apparently they're going to make him Fire God Liu Kang in the next one. We'll see. I might end up liking the third one if they keep on this stretch. But yeah, Mortal Kombat 2, solid. I've heard some people say it's better than the original. That's where you get into danger. That's where you're coming for my neck there. I have to do something about it, okay?
I agree it was better than the original. Better than the first one, the one from 2021.
Yeah. But here's the deal. I'm not going to argue with you if you think it's better than the original. I love the original. I don't think anything will top the original for me. But this one has blood and gore. It's a tournament-style movie. Like, it's pretty fucking good. I'm not going to argue with you if you think it's better than the OG. Honestly. I'm hearing people say it's the best Mortal Kombat movie ever. I'm not going to argue with you. Honestly, I will not. Because it has qualities that are... Because think about it. We've never gotten a live-action Mortal Kombat movie before that has blood and is the tournament. Yes. The animated one that we got Square Enix Revenge, which was had blood, was the tournament, like had blood and gore, was rated R, took place in the MK1 tournament, but was animated and it didn't show up in theaters. This one, I guess you said it did show up in theaters eventually.
I thought it was out in theaters when it was on streaming. That's where we live.
I don't think it was in theaters. I distinctly remember that I wanted to see it in theaters, but it wasn't. Either way, this big budget type movie had blood and gore, but it wasn't the tournament, and nobody liked that. The whole plot of the movie is that Shang Tsung was trying to stop the tournament from happening, and then they do like a makeshift tournament near the end, but it's too little, too late, dude. Not good enough. So now we got a Mortal Kombat movie that's not only rated R, it's bloody, it's gory, it's awesome. And it's live action, big budget, and it's the tournament. Like, it kind of hits the trifecta. You know, it kind of hits it all.
Like, it actually felt like a Mortal Kombat movie.
Oh, definitely. The last one really felt like an R-rated Marvel kind of horror mixed kind of movie. This was Mortal Kombat. Yeah. This was Mortal Kombat. This is absolutely Mortal Kombat.
Even fucking Ed Boon appeared in the movie.
Yeah, Ed Boon appears in it as a cameo. It's fucking, and I'm not talking about cameo like in Mortal Kombat 12, like you use him and extend a combo. I'm talking like a cameo in a movie. He shows up and he gives Johnny Cage another fucking glass of beer or whatever before Johnny Cage is chosen for the tournament and he disappears.
Which feels like something that if the Mortal Kombat team actually from the 90s made a movie, that's what would be in it.
Yeah, he has like a Stan Lee-esque cameo, and I loved this movie. When I get this movie on DVD, because I'm a DVD collector, or Blu-ray or whatever, I collect both. I know some people only get one or the other. I get both. I don't give a fuck. But I'm gonna watch the shit out of this movie. I've seen it twice in theaters. I watched like 1/3 of it pirated, but I had to go do something else, so I couldn't watch the whole thing. And I kind of want to just go see it in theaters again, honestly, because it was just that good. I'm okay with watching it like 3 or 4 times in theaters. It was fucking fire. It was a great movie. Once again, if you're hearing this movie's like woke or any of this shit, I made fun of left-leaning shit and like woke shit earlier on this video. This should show you I don't have a political allegiance. I just like Mortal Kombat. If you have a slight interest in Mortal Kombat, I suggest you watch Mortal Kombat 2 in theaters. It is fucking great. I would give it like an 8 or 9 out of 10, honestly. It's really good. Yeah. It deserves its tier. It deserves the tier I put it in. Yeah. And with that, we're done. Let's see how long this video is. Oh, it's just an hour and 14. It's an hour and 14 minutes. All right, so that's it. Those are the Mortal Kombat movies. We'll review it in the Mortal Kombat tier. I don't want to yell again. So one more time. In the Mortal Kombat tier, we got the OG, we got Snowblind, we got Cage Match, and we got the new one. Good, we got Mortal Kombat Legacy Season 1. Would you disagree with that? I think it's good. And we got Mortal Kombat Legends Scorpion's Revenge. In mid, we got Conquest, we got Battle of the Realms, we got 2021. In Whack But Fun, we got Annihilation. We got Defenders of the Realms. And we got
Season 2 of Legacy.
Yep. I'm honestly okay with it. Although I do think if you're not an autistic Mortal Kombat fan like me, it'd probably look more like this. I think Legacy is better than both of these. Honestly, Season 2 of Legacy is better than both of these. We didn't even talk about how Liu Kang's a bad guy in Legacy Season 2.
I hate that.
I'm like mixed on it. The newer games make him a revenant, so it's closer, but either way.
I hate that too.
Either way, basically, that's how I feel about it. This is how I feel about it. I don't really think there's any ass Mortal Kombat movies. If you know what Mortal Kombat is and you have a slight interest in it, you'll probably somewhat enjoy all of these. Yeah. So that's it. Have a good night.
Don't let the bad bugs bite.
Finish him.